So, we are now interviewing Mara Strauss. So, Mara,
I'm pretty tired, not gonna lie.
well, that's honest. So, Mara, how'd you get into scouting?
My little brother went to Cub Scout camp in 2017, and they were going for day camp, and their pack didn't have an adult, so they sent a 13-year-old instead. And that 13-year-old just happened to be me. And then I met Alex, who's standing in the corner right now, looking at me ominously. And from there, we became friends. And I was introduced to the venturing program at camp, and I joined venturing the day after my 14th birthday, which was just about 6 months later after I was at camp. And then, yeah, from there, all went downhill. Just kidding. Just kidding.
So, you were kind of at the right place at the right time.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. The right place, the right time.
So, how would you describe your experiences in venturing?
Diverse. My first camping trip, fresh out of being a Girl Scout for 8 years, I shot a shotgun and it was like the most mind-blowing thing ever. But I've also done things, many leadership opportunities. I went to Northern Tier with them in the winter. That was so awesome. Highly recommend. Also just some stop laughing. Breadstick? Sorry. Just some breakthrough moments in scouting, lots of personal development moments. Yeah, pretty cool.
So, you mentioned Northern Tier. Tell me more about your Northern Tier experience.
So for my Northern Tier experience, we did an Okpik trek or Ukpik. It's pronounced Ukpik, but you read it like Okpik. And we did it President's Day weekend in 2020, just before COVID hit. We snuck it in there. It was a lot of fun. I did the dog sled trek where I got to stay at base camp, but kind of secluded, and take care of a bunch of dogs in a dog yard. That was so cool. It was short because it was during like the school season, but it was really fun, really cold. Highly recommend. I loved it so much that I'm actually going back to Northern Tier next summer. So
Exciting. Are you doing the OO Trail Crew or are you just going as yourself?
I'm doing the OA Wilderness Adventure, so I'm going to be restoring portage trails for half the time I'm there, and then doing my own trek the second half.
Exciting. Continuing the lodge tradition of Northern Tier because one of our lodge chiefs actually worked there. So, and then you're fine. And then Heather Filer entered the room. So everyone say hi to Heather. Okay. So you were in venturing, you got involved because of your brother. So what really made you stay with scouting then?
I met this kid named Anton Meyer on my first day of crew. It was a very abrupt meeting because I met him. He ate a pack of Smarties and then went into the bathroom and threw up. Really cool. Not actually though, but we kind of became really close, and he invited me on one of his troops campouts to the World Brotherhood Jamboree in Jamboree, I don't remember. In Thousand Islands, New York, which is where I met my current scoutmaster, Miss Anna. And we, from there, had decided, let's make a troop. This is awesome. I want to do scouts. I want to be in a troop. I want to get Eagle. And so from there, we started a troop, and that's where everything else skyrocketed.
Excellent. And did you get Eagle?
Yes.
Excellent. What was your Eagle project?
I created an outdoor classroom for my elementary school. I built picnic tables, benches. I redid a pond, power washed, did the garden, the whole 9 yards. It was a lot of wood, a lot of money, and a lot of time, but it was so rewarding because every time that classroom gets used, the principal texts me pictures of the kids using the classroom, and it fills my heart. So it's really awesome.
That is really awesome. So, with scouting, were you ever on camp staff?
Unfortunately, just kidding. Yes, I was for 2 years at Musser. A handful, like I think I did 5 fall fests, and then I volunteered at Resica.
Very nice. So, tell me more about your experiences on camp staff, Mara.
Okay, so my first years on camp staff, I was 14 and 15, so pretty immature. We're not going to talk about those times. It was humbling to learn about my mistakes and how I can do better. And if I hadn't done those 2 years in camp staff and realized how much they beat me up, um, I don't think I'd still be a scout. And they're also just some of the most memorable experiences. I made some lifelong relationships, literally just memories to get me through a lifetime if I could never remember anything again. If that's weird. Anyway, yeah, really awesome. And then Fall Fest is also just great. I love Cub Scouts, and I know it's like everybody hates Cub Scouts, but I love Cub Scouts. And the joy in their eyes when they come to camp is really rewarding to me. So I love camp staff in that way too. And then me and Alex got elected. And then I think 6 months later, we did our ordeal. I got elected in 2020. So it was kind of hard to do my ordeal. And I did it the first opportunity possible. Unfortunately, without Alex, but that's okay. I did it in. Sorry, she had a job. Well, I took off that weekend. Anyway, I did my ordeal in October 2020 at Hart. It was so awesome. I did it with Sky. Woo, Sky! Yeah. Anyway, that was really loud. Yeah, it was so cool. And then everything skyrocketed from there, like everything does. Skyrockets.
So, what positions have you had in the OA?
I started after I got my ordeal. I ran for vice chapter chief of General Nash chapter, went undefeated, and that went pretty well. It was actually pretty fun. We have a pretty strong chapter, so it was really cool. And then I joined Michaela Donnelly, also my best friend from Navois, the VOA, which I forgot to mention in my venturing portion, and she just yelled at me for. But yes, I was in the VOA with Michaela, but I joined the membership committee with her as the vice membership chair, and that was really cool to boost our membership and stuff like that. And then from there, I got nominated for lodge secretary, and I won because I went undefeated, but that doesn't matter. I won, and now we're there, and I'm also a ceremonialist.
Wow, that's quite a lot, and everyone in the room is applauding Mara for her involvement. So, what's been your favorite position to hold so far?
A ceremonialist.
Now, why is that?
It's a really interesting experience to do your ceremony for the first time when you're told 20 minutes before, when they've never had a female ceremonialist before, and it's rough. It's rough. They have no regalia for you. You got to read off the script. You're really nervous, but it teaches you a lot. It teaches you that whatever life throws at you, you can't always be prepared, and you can always learn. You can always get better from that time. So from there, I practice really, really hard, memorize my lines, practice all the movements, and the ceremonies team that I performed with, we decided to enter into the NOAC Exemplar program, and we actually got Exemplar, and we're going to be competing this week. So it really just shows you that you can go from nothing, and that was October last year, so not that long ago, like 9 months ago, to now where I'm considered an almost exemplar ceremonialist. It really teaches you how you can take like really nothing and turn it into something huge. So it's really cool.
Congratulations on the exemplar. That's really impressive. And I heard you're running for lodge chief. So what are your hopes if you were elected? What do you want to do as chief?
There's definitely a lot of structural things that I personally see could be better, but that doesn't matter because that's my personal opinion, and I just want to do what's best for the lodge. It doesn't matter that I'm a girl. It doesn't matter that I would be the first female lodge chief if I won, because anyone can be lodge chief. It doesn't matter. I want to be a voice for everyone in the lodge. Some of the higher lodge officers and committee chairs, when I first joined, were really welcoming to me, and others weren't. And I want to be like those welcoming ones. I want to bring new brothers in. I want to create the brotherhood, and in doing so, I want to have such a cheerful bond that we create this amazing fleet of service. It works out in my mind, and you'll see more of that in my speech. But there's this connection between our three principles, brotherhood, cheerfulness, and service, that I really just want to flourish in our lodge. So betting on those. Hopefully they get me far.
Well, best of luck, Mara. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
6 p.m. Watch, 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 watch.